IShowSpeed is probably one of the most dangerous black men in the world right now. And not for the reason you think. Dangerous because he's dismantling centuries of propaganda in 60-second clips.
I didn't know Africa was such a beautiful country. They got cars, they got water, they got Wi-Fi.
They made us think Africa was such a poor country, bro.
Why are there cities and houses on the stream?
Y'all probably wondering why I'm crying. I've been watching Speed's streams, and I'm seeing all the love that he's getting in Angola.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Seeing the IShowSpeed Africa tour, that shit is making me want to go to Africa, bro. When Speed was in Europe, they was calling him monkey. They was throwing him bananas and shit. They was saying all type of racist shit when he was in the Europe tour.
Road feels new again. Warm smiles when we pass by. Different dreams, same blue sky. Hear the rhythm feels like home, even when you're far from your own. Slow down, feel the...
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Simon here, and this is Simon Central. Thank you for watching. Now, IShowSpeed has been traveling through Africa and showcasing what we have here in the continent, and a lot of black Americans, even let me just say every black person in the diaspora have been learning this thing for the first time, that Africa is actually beautiful. Africa is actually ahead in technology, because we have very nice, beautiful, organized cities that they didn't think of. So I want us to watch these videos, and then at the end I'll put videos of the cities and maybe wildlife or nature that you will enjoy. And let me know what you think about Africa, man. There's this black seat that is going on. Are you part of it? Do you want to come back to Africa, or do you want to live in Africa for the first time, even if you've never been there? Just let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, guys.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Seeing the IShowSpeed Africa tour, that shit is making me want to go to Africa, bro. When Speed was in Europe, they was calling him monkey. They was throwing him bananas and shit. They was saying all type of racist shit when he was in the Europe tour. He pop up in Africa, and then people showing him love like he's family already, bro. The propaganda is failing. It is crumbling before our very eyes. And then they want to call Africa uncivilized. Bitch, I'm seeing the complete opposite.
Y'all probably wondering why I'm crying. I've been watching Speed's streams, and I'm seeing all the love that he's getting in Angola. He's in South Africa, and he's getting massive amount of love, and the way that he was treated in Europe was disgusting. But to see him be a black man from the United States of African descent and be able to go back to the continent and be treated like a human by civilized African people, when we've been taught that Africa is primitive, that it's dangerous, don't go back, they have this, they have that, they don't want you, they don't like you. And to see an African American man with his stature go back to the motherland and be treated with so much respect. This is what our people fought for. This is what they fought for when they fought against Jim Crow and segregation. This is what the slave revolts were about. This is what it's always been about. Is to be able to go back home to a home that you've never been and be unapologetically black and not have to think about being black. Just being able to have your natural hair and your brown skin and not be judged and not be racially profiled and not be killed. I love the love that he is getting. And I love the love that all of my African American people are getting in the continent. And I know there's a lot of issues. I know there's a lot of things that need to be worked out. But I'm so proud. I'm so proud. And I love that for him, and I love that for all of my people that are over there. And I can't wait to hit the soil and experience it myself.
IShowSpeed is probably one of the most dangerous black men in the world right now. And not for the reason you think. Dangerous because he's dismantling centuries of propaganda in 60-second clips.
I didn't know Africa was such a beautiful country. They got cars, they got water, they got Wi-Fi.
They made us think Africa was such a poor country, bro.
Why are there cities and houses on the stream? Are you sure they just didn't secretly stream in Japan? Because they're supposed to live in mud huts with no technology.
Millions of Americans and Europeans are experiencing a complete psychological breakdown on social media. They're posting videos of themselves crying, actually crying. Some are angry, others are in shock. Many are sitting in stunned silence, staring at their screens, trying to process what they've just witnessed. What caused this mass crisis? IShowSpeed. Yes, IShowSpeed. A young man with a camera walked through African cities and simply pressed record. That's it. That's all it took to shatter 400 years of carefully constructed lies. And now, the people who built those lies are panicking. Because once you see the truth, you can never unsee it. For centuries, the West has carefully curated the image of Africa that reaches global audiences. Through news reports, documentaries, charity advertisements, and Hollywood films, they have painted our continent with one brush: poverty, disease, desperation, and helplessness. This narrative has served them well. It justifies their humanitarian interventions. It legitimizes their continued extraction of our resources. It positions them as saviors while we remain perpetual victims in the global imagination. But then came Speed. Through his highly viral African tour, broadcast live and unfiltered to millions across the globe, IShowSpeed has shattered that carefully constructed illusion. His live streams from countries across our continent have become something far more significant than entertainment. They have become an act of digital decolonization, a counter-narrative so powerful that it has left Western audiences in a state of crisis, confusion, and even tears. The reactions have been nothing short of extraordinary. Across social media platforms, particularly TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter, American and European viewers who have spent their entire lives consuming Western media's portrayal of Africa are experiencing what can only be described as cognitive dissonance. They are watching Speed's streams and seeing vibrant cities with modern infrastructure, bustling markets filled with commerce, young people dressed in contemporary fashion, smartphones everywhere, luxury cars navigating well-paved roads, and crowds of thousands gathering not in desperation but in celebration.
What I really love and admire about IShowSpeed's Africa tour is the fact that he's showcasing Africa and all of its complexities and contradictions. He's not just going to the parts of our countries that are developed and have modern cities. He's also visiting communities that sit on the outskirts that are living more traditional agricultural sedentary lifestyles or nomadic lifestyles. He's visiting villages and meeting with community elders and royals. He's showing respect to all facets of our societies, which is what truly humanizes us, because Africa is a very complex continent with different sides to it, right? It's not fully modernized and it's not fully traditional. It's not fully perfect and it's not fully imperfect. It's all of it at once. And once you paint an honest image of Africa, then you show respect to everybody who lives within African societies, as opposed to just one part that is deemed more palatable based on Western criteria. But IShowSpeed has done a really good job at humanizing everybody, and I love that about him, and I hope he continues to do what he's doing, because this is honest representation that Africa has been lacking for a very long time. I think it's also important for people to realize that just because a country has infrastructure doesn't mean that country is thriving. Because I see a lot of comments under these videos of IShowSpeed visiting different African countries where people are saying, oh, Africa's not poor, look at all these cities that are developed, Africa's not poor. And it's just like, well, how do you define poor? Because sure, we have infrastructure in some of our countries, but is the wealth trickling down? A lot of these cities are built on foreign debt, and there is a lot of corruption, which is stifling our economic progress in some of our countries. So how do we define poor? Because sure, we have resources, but are the people benefiting from those resources? Are the taxes going towards healthcare, education, and housing? Are people able to save enough money? Are people able to achieve upward social mobility in these countries? You can't look at the aesthetic of a country and assume that it's thriving, because there's countries in the West, such as Europe and North America, that have adequate infrastructure, and yet homelessness is insanely high. Like, the way a country looks is not an indicator of how well it's thriving, and it's important to remember that.
These are not isolated reactions. They are flooding in by the thousands, representing a mass awakening to a truth that Pan-Africanists have been shouting for generations. Africa is not what they told you it is. The West is breaking down because IShowSpeed has committed the ultimate transgression. He has allowed millions of people to see Africa without their filter, without their editorial control, without their narrative framework. And in doing so...
Man, this whole time, bro, they made us fucking think Africa was such a poor country, bro. Such a place you wouldn't want to be at, bro. And Speed is single-handedly changing my perspective on life. Like, the music in Africa, the culture, everything, every single aspect of Africa just makes my insides feel so good, bro. It makes me just want to leave America. Bro, I feel like America is the trap. America is the trap. The American dream is the trap. Everybody else is free, but not free from America. America's the problem, bro. America's the fucking problem. And I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Like, Speed, thank you, bro. Thank you.
So US citizens are now deciding to move to Africa because of Speed's new stream. Well, as you know, when Speed went to China, he basically exposed that American propaganda has made China seem that it's just like some communist, like you can't even survive. But in actuality, it was the most beautiful cities people have ever seen. US citizens were like, wait, what the heck? Y'all's taxes are low. Everything you buy is like extremely cheap. It's affordable. Families are healthy. Everything is perfect. They're like, wait a second, we're literally being propagated in the US. Now Speed is going to Africa and people are saying he's going to do the same thing. What do y'all think? Wallahi, he will undo years of propaganda that Africa is a bad place to be. And yeah, in my current American brain, when I think of Africa, I think of no water, huts, sand. Like, dude, it's actually funny. I don't know, like, it's just all the propaganda from just being in America. What do y'all think about this? This is getting millions of views. Do you think this is actually gonna happen the same way it did with this China stream? I'm actually kind of curious. Let me know what y'all think.
Africa is calling. Sunrise falling on the land, city lights and open hands. From the ocean to the plains, every road feels new again. Warm smiles when we pass by, different dreams, same blue sky. Hear the rhythm, feels like home, even when you're far from your own. Slow down, feel the sound, this is where your heart is found. Come on to Africa, feel the love, feel the vibe, where the future meets the roots and your soul feels alive. Come on to Africa, stay a little, live a life. Once you feel this energy, you won't wanna say goodbye. Oh na na na, oh na na, Africa. Nature singing, cities rise, peace of mind and bigger skies. Build your dreams, rest your soul. Here your life feels home. It's more than just a place, it's a feeling you embrace. Come on Africa is calling. Sunrise falling on the land, city lights and open hands. From the ocean to the plains, every road feels new again. Warm smiles when we pass by, different dreams, same blue sky. Hear the rhythm, feels like home, even when you're far from your own. Slow down, feel the sound. This is where your heart is found. Come home to Africa. Feel the love, feel the vibe, where the future meets the roots and your soul feels alive. Come home to Africa. Stay a little, live a life. Once you feel this energy, you won't wanna say goodbye. Oh na na, oh na na. Africa, oh na na, oh na na. Africa, nature singing, cities rise, peace of mind and bigger skies. Build your dreams, rest your soul. Here your life feels whole. It's more than just a place. It's a feeling you embrace. Come home to Africa. From the sun up to the night, this is where tomorrow starts. Everything feels right. Find home to Africa. Stay a little, live a life. Once you feel this energy, you won't wanna say goodbye. Oh na na, oh na na. Africa, oh na na, oh na na. Africa is calling. Where your spirit goes, Africa feels like home, even when you're far away. Once you touch this soil, you wanna stay. Africa feels like home, in the night and in the day. Come and see, come and live. There's a better way. Oh, way. Oh, way. Oh, Africa. City dreams and quiet nights, golden hours, soft delights. Work, create, build something true. Life moves at a human groove. From the mountains to the sea, freedom feels